Hello, hello, Steve, Canadian Sasquatch, coming at you on another Thirsty Thursday mead review. And today we are going back to Meridian Hive. But first, as always, feel free to check out my book, check out my shirts. Links are down below to my store where you can buy other mead making or home brewing stuff, as well as all the other books that I do recommend. But you should really buy my book first, and then you can buy those other people's. But enough of that. Let's get into the mead. So Meridian Hive, we have their Frontier draft mead in a can from honey and hops. That's right. So this is a hopped mead. It is not a braggot. Braggot would have to have malted grains in it, and this one does not have malted grains. It has water, orange blossom honey, hops, yeast, potassium sorbate to prevent re-fermentation, and potassium metabisulfite for freshness. It is a dry mead and gluten-free, as you can see right there. So that is spectacular that they give us all that information. And I want to say it's going to be mosaic hops in here, because on the bottom it says mosaic. So I wonder if they did different flavors and then they labeled the bottom of it. And no idea when it was canned, except for that whole nonsense on the bottom that you need to math out and all that nonsense. So let's go ahead and we will crack it open as we do. Pour it into a glass. And again, it is straight out of the fridge, so we will get condensation because it is friggin' humid in Houston. So, but it is crystal clear. I mean, there's nothing in the glass, but it's Meridian Hive and they know what they're doing over there. So they're definitely making it crystal clear. It's just hazy. It is also a light straw yellow, extremely light straw. Some nice bubbles because being in a can, it's their draft mead. They like to carbonate it, which is a nice thing every once in a while because you get that nice carbonated mead thing going on. So yeah, let's go ahead and get an aroma on this. Right off the bat, you get that orange blossom and that hop aroma. Now, I'm not so good with my hops, so I wouldn't be able to tell you if it was mosaic that they used or not. Pretty sure I've actually never used mosaic hops myself. I usually stick to the classic English ones for most of the stuff I do, and Cascade, because Cascade hops, why not? I do get a little bit of a plastic phenolic thing going on. But I don't know if that's, I don't know what that is or how that got in there or any of that. But yeah, it's not too shabby smelling. So let's go ahead and give it a taste. Cheers, everybody. Thank you for joining me on this Thirsty Thursday mead review. It's dry. Right off the bat, it is the orange blossom coming through. And then there's these other fruit flavors popping up. Yeah, just a bunch of tropical fruits are coming through, like pineapple, banana, papaya. Oh, that's fun. That is fun. So being a dry mead, It is very light-bodied, very drinkable as such. It is carbonated, so you do get those bubbles in your mouth. A little bit of coconut happening as well. I'm getting that. That is a very fun mead indeed. Yeah. So as we do, we are going to pause for a bit, let this warm up, see what it's like when it's closer to room temperature, and go from there. So we'll be right back. My seat's still warm. Somebody just, I don't know. We're back. Meridian Hive Frontier, dry hopped. So I actually, while warming this up, I did go and check it out. The bottom says Mosaic, but it's not Mosaic. So the fun thing that these guys did, Meridian Hive used Meridian hops. So based on the description, tropical fruits, berries, lemons, and all that. And that is what I was pulling out, was those tropical fruits. So apparently my taster does work on them hops still. So I have warmed it up, not too much. As I do, I cup it in my hands and I swirl it. The issue with doing that, of course, is it releases all the CO2, so it becomes flatter. Being draft and carbonated, it is generally best enjoyed cold, especially the dry, light-bodied meads are typically better enjoyed colder, but we warm them up to see what they're like, so we know if they should be cold or if they should be warm. So with that, it's been warmed up, and we're gonna go ahead and do some more aroma on that. And since I have been swirling around, the carbonation is bringing those aromas straight up, and I'm still getting that orange blossom and those hoppy notes, which, yeah, they're tropical. I smell that papaya, I smell that pineapple, that coconut. I'm not getting as much of the plastic phenols that I was when I first poured it into the glass. So yeah. But it is mostly the orange blossom, and the Meridian hops are really complementing that. So let's jump in for some more tasting. Cheers, everybody. Thank you once again for joining me. So it is flatter because of the swirling, all the CO2 left. It is still extremely light-bodied. Wasn't expecting that to change at all. You still get some of those tropical flavors and the orange blossom. But now that it's warmer, it feels like it tastes like it's watered down a little bit, since it's probably the perception of being lighter bodied, more watery because of the less CO2 in it, since I swirled it all out. So that could be what's going on there. But yeah, those tropical flavors are still very much in there. Papaya is the big one that comes to my head when I sip on this. Some pineapple, coconut, banana. It's like drinking one of those fruity drinks at an oceanside bar. It's very pleasant. It has a slight drink me more astringency, as I talked about previously, where it dries out your mouth just enough that you just want to drink more to wet it again. but also the flavors are causing me to salivate and want to drink more as well at the same time. So it's very interesting, but it is very tasty. Meridian Hive, once again, Frontier knocked it out of the park. Thumbs up. I mean, it looks like a mead should look, crystal clear, light flavored, traditional, but it's got hops, so it's actually a methylogen. Yeah, it's Meridian Hive just has not done me wrong at all with their meads. They're just banging them out of the ballpark. Is that what happens at ballparks? Do they bang them out? I don't know. I'm not a sports guy. But yeah, that's fantastic. And with that, my friends, we're going to bring this Thirsty Thursday mead review to a close. Thank you for joining me. Please hit that thumbs up. It really does help the channel. It also helps if you give me a thumbs down. But if you give me a thumbs down, please let me know why you're giving me a thumbs down. That way I can work towards turning that thumbs down into a thumbs up. And if you have not already, I invite you to hit that subscribe button so you can check out all my videos as they come up, and ring that notification bell, and you'll be notified right away as my videos are posted, which right now are pretty much Thursdays, 8 a.m. Central Time. So yeah, and don't forget, check out the links below to my store, buy some stuff, help a Squatch out. And with that, be sure to drink a pint of awesome. I know I will. Cheers, everybody. Oh, that's some good stuff. And I didn't have to share this can with my beautiful bride. She can get her own.